We are back,
We're back.
and we have some exchange students. Fernando, Luna,
Yep,
and where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
From
We're
Spain.
in Spain.
From the south, from Seville.
Seville.
Yep.
Okay.
And we have Pedro Mendez,
Yeah.
and so you're from Brazil. Okay, so both countries speak Portuguese? No, you're Spanish.
Spain and
Duh.
Portugal.
So that's Portuguese.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're both living with Mike Leguez's family, correct? So how long have you guys been here?
For 6 months, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm counting the months, but I think it should be like 6 months, 7 months.
So you were here for the start of school last August.
Yeah, I think we came here September 20th.
Hmm.
I
Oh, in
think.
September?
Yeah.
So you missed the first couple
You
weeks.
missed.
Like our first day here was September 1st. My flight was August 31st or 31st. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we missed some classes.
Uh huh.
I don't know. But
Yeah, you missed a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks or so. Okay. So why did you want to come to the United States and go to school?
Did you have a choice of countries?
Well, it's not really amazing, but my sister came here, cause
She's older.
yeah, she's
Okay.
she's 19. She came here like 3 years ago to study. She's studying in Kansas.
Okay.
So my parents told me, do you wanna go too? I was like, sure. So it's not really amazing, but I don't know. It's just for the experience, learn some new stuff, meet some new people, new
Mhm.
culture. So
So when you came, like she went to Kansas. So did you want to go to Kansas? But I know you have to go where they find a family and.
yeah, I mean, you don't really have to choose. You can choose, but it's another story. I think you gotta pay to choose and all that. But I was like, I'm just gonna leave it there. If
Mhm.
they're gonna give me a family in Texas, it's gonna be okay.
Warmer.
Or or in Pennsylvania, because actually my mother was thinking, like, they're gonna give you family in Pennsylvania, and it's almost there. You
Why?
know?
Right.
Why did she think that?
I don't know, but
She's pretty close.
yeah, she was almost correct.
If
Yeah.
when you walk out of here today, you walk about 4 steps that way, and you
You'll
will be in Pennsylvania.
But like you didn't say, "Oh, I want to live in New York" or "I want to be in
Well,
Washington D.C."
I think when you're a kid, the first thing you dream is like to go to New York.
Mm-hmm. So have you been in New York?
Yeah, I've been for I think we're 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. But yeah, you well, in my country, because you are already in the United States, you don't want to come here again because you're in here.
Right.
So in my country, many people dream to come here, because it's United States, amazing. So yeah, I was like, I want to go there. I want to see some places. I want to meet some people. I want to learn the language.
And one thing that's basically different between you and the average person coming to the United States is you're here for a while.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, the school year.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I would like to be here more time, but
Mhm. When you first came, did it feel like next summer when you go home was a long way away, and then now that it's getting closer, does it seem like, oh, I only have 3 more months?
I gotta say, like these 6 months,
Uh huh.
they've been like really fast.
Uh huh.
Like, just I've been all the time busy playing football, playing wrestling, not in tennis. So
So you played football.
yeah,
Had you played football before ever?
no, because
Was the football in?
well,
Because it's
We-
soccer. Right?
Yeah.
we call soccer football,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have like American football,
Mhm.
So it was my first time. I played nose guard. I was like, well, I don't know what to do. So the coach told me, you see that guy, the quarterback, just go
Mhm.
and try to grab him, and that's it. So I did it. It wasn't that bad, But you know, I was the worst probably in the team. But
Well, you know, there are kids that are kind of groomed to play football from when they're, I don't know, 5 years old or something. So
yeah. But
That's-
it was really great. The team, the coaches, like they taught me all the things that I had to know and all that.
hmm
It was pretty good. I made a lot of friends and all that. It was
you know, build a few memories.
yeah.
So Pedro, tell us about
Yeah,
you.
how about you? Why did you want to come to this country?
Or was this like a default?
No, it was multiple things actually. Mostly the language because
Well, you speak
I
virtually
know, you
without
don't even have
a.
an accent.
Yeah.
I do. I do. So,
So are you hiding it?
oh, I'm trying to. But, yeah, so I think this it's really important to really know how to speak English, be fluent, because this is this is the language that not only this country but all the world speaks. Because
Does everybody speak English as a second language in Brazil?
no, so and that is also a reason why I'm here, because I want to be different. I want to be better than
Mhm.
than the average Brazilian. So then in the future, if getting jobs become more easy and basically and I've been in some other countries before, and I always wondered how was it to live in there, and
Mhm.
that's also really interesting.
So had you been to the United States before?
Yes, once in 2010 in Orlando, and then 2016 again in New York, in Orlando
Oh.
again. Yeah.
So what did you think when you found out you were coming to Ohio, to a little place you'd probably never heard of?
Well, I mean, I had no idea how it would be, but yeah, it's great actually. So
And then did you know you guys would be living together in this in
Well-
the same house? I mean,
it was only on my last week in Brazil. It's we're in the very end.
I mean, I remember 1 week before to come here, they told me, "Hey, you're gonna share a house with the Brazilian guy." I
Oh.
was like, "Okay," but I mean, they just told me that 1 week before.
Mhm.
It's like,
so we had an exchange student, but this has been 20 years ago. So that was before the internet and all that stuff. But so did you email back and forth then because your host father is sitting right back there.
He's shy.
You did.
though.
So you did email then and
well, we did it. We did some Skype and all that.
Mhm.
But again,
Oh, so you did the Skype, so you knew what.
yeah.
you
But the problem was that we can say they gave me the family 1 week before.
Mhm.
So they gave me the family and they told me, okay, next week you gotta be here.
So can you get a plane reservation
I was
that
gonna
quickly?
say.
Well, we did it, but the companies, if you're gonna take a plane next week, it's gonna be really expensive.
Mhm.
Yes.
So my parents were like, I guess we gotta do it, because if we don't do it, we're gonna lose our money.
So how was it for you, Pedro?
It was pretty much the same. I think they gave me 5 days.
See, now I would have thought you'd have
Wow,
3
5
months before
That's
you
what I
know.
think.
No.
Because you.
It's like a kidney transplant or
Yeah.
something. You gotta just decide on
I
it.
mean, so you were coming to a place that was going to get cold. So how did you? I mean, you would have to.
Yeah, from
decide what you were
Brazil,
gonna
that's gotta
bring.
be.
Yeah, it's always. See, that's the thing. I know exactly the temperature because we use Celsius. So
Right.
it's around the 90s Fahrenheit. So all year, and we don't have well-defined seasons because we're so close to the equator.
hmm
Mhm.
So it's pretty much summer all year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
90
miss-
degrees, I'd call that summer.
Yeah, and it's different.
So you're sick
So
of?
do you like
are
the
you,
seasons? I mean, do you
are
like
you
it?
sick of winter?
I'm sick of winter.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. to
Had
see
you
how it
seen
goes.
snow before?
No.
Oh, so what'd you think?
it's cool, but I think
It is cool, yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
But like
I
the
think it's
week
pretty.
after,
Yeah.
it's a little hard because we have to walk to like to the end of the driveway and get the bus,
Mhm.
and then it's cold,
Mhm.
and like my shoes sometimes get wet and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you don't know when the bus is coming, so you gotta be there 15 minutes before.
Yeah.
So just
So what's the temperature like in where you are in
Well-
Spain? What big city are you near? Like Lisbon
You
or
said Seville.
Seville? Okay, all right.
So, in summer, the normal temperature, I mean, of course it changed, but I don't know, 113 degrees.
113?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
It's a dry
I think I'd
heat
take
though.
0 over that. I don't know.
I
It's
don't-
warm
I
up
mean,
to
that's
cool
just in
off.
summer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
winter it gets down to a cold
What?
80 degrees or something.
Yeah, 80, 60 maybe.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we don't have snow though. I mean, where I live in the south. In
Well,
the-
60 degrees, I wouldn't think you'd have snow.
no,
But see, you got to have snow days this year.
I
Yeah.
heard
Isn't
it
that
snowed in
fun? Don't you
Hawaii
like
though,
that?
so.
I mean it's great, but
Yeah.
you know it's cold,
Yeah.
really cold.
Yeah.
And if you touch the snow, it's really painful. I was like, it's why it's gonna be okay, but when you touch it,
Don't
you
stick your
realize
tongue
that
on a pole. Don't, there's a movie about that, so don't do that.
So you're playing sports, or have you been playing any sports, or if not, what have you been extracurriculars have you been?
I didn't, because so in 2018 I was surfing, and
You were surfing.
yes.
Oh, well, that's something you can't do here.
And
No.
alright, so I kind of had like a stress fracture and the pedicle of my L4, like in my back.
So what happened? You fell off the.
No, it was like a stress fracture. It was like because of repetition, like doing the same
Oh,
movement
okay.
over standing up
okay.
multiple times. So, and eventually, it's like I can't really tell how it was, but like I had to stop playing sports for 6 months.
Was it painful?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had to wear like something that would like hold my back so I would stay like
Okay, so,
straight. Yeah.
so it would be
Yeah.
stay
So,
still.
yeah. So what happened was I never really stopped playing any sport, which wasn't the right choice.
Mhm.
So I still feel blood pain sometimes. So that's why like I'm not doing pretty much like any sports here, and it hurts. And like we went like I think it called it, I don't know how exactly it is called. It's like tubbing, right? It's like when you go like in the top of the hill and you go all the way down.
Ski?
No, it's not skiing.
Sledding?
Sledding.
Tubing, yeah.
Tubing, oh.
okay.
Right.
Down in Edinburgh, Mount
Oh.
Yeah. So.
So you felt the effects of that,
Yeah.
and it wasn't good.
No.
So are there things you're doing, extracurriculars like
Yeah, I've been.
clubs? Or?
Yeah, in the environmental club for a while, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So I've got an exceptionally important question to ask you. I understand in Brazil, and this pizza, they put ketchup and mustard on the pizza. Is
Oh.
that true?
Unfortunately.
It is? I
Yes.
didn't know that. I hate
Yeah.
ketchup and mustard. Oh my goodness, I couldn't eat pizza there.
Like mustard is not really common, but oh my god, ketchup. Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't even like how it looks. So.
Because I knew somebody that was an exchange student in Brazil, and that was something she had to get used to.
So you
You
don't like
don't have
it
that
either,
in
so
Spain,
you're
do
glad
you?
to have
No,
pizza up
no.
here.
We don't.
Yeah.
I mean, pizza's not like the main food in there.
Right.
But we say eat it, but it's not like we eat it all the time. Just sometimes.
My daughter was in Paris, and she said American style pizza there because her diet, there's certain things she likes, and it wasn't American style, but that's what she ordered. It wasn't exactly. But I've had pizza in Italy though, and it was really good. Have you had pizza in Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
I mean, you can say I want this piece, you know,
Mhm.
and they cut that piece just for you. And you can choose.
yeah.
Oh.
It's really good.
So has school been a pretty good experience, and what was the biggest difference, I guess, when you came here and started to go to school?
Well, it's gonna be obvious with the language.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
But
that's
but
So you have to take an
Yeah.
earlier English class, like, are you a senior here?
well, I'm a junior.
Junior, okay. So you're taking junior English, or you're taking like a sophomore? Or?
I'm taking senior class.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
I don't know why,
Yeah.
but they put me in a senior class, so I started struggling a little bit.
Like with grammar, do they teach grammar and that kind of stuff? Verbs, subjects, all that kind of stuff?
Well, no,
Predicates?
we're just
It's a lot
pretty
of
much
reading, right?
reading, then doing some worksheet about it and all that.
So how about you, Pedro? What kind of
English.
English?
Oh yeah, and now in like it's a junior class. It's a CP, which I think it's like college prep. or
It
something
is,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And you're doing that.
Yeah.
There's no Portuguese language classes at Connie High School, I don't imagine.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not easy. I think it's probably my worst subject. It's definitely.
So what's your
Well, I would
best
think
subject?
So. Yeah, what's the best?
I've been doing great on U.S. history,
Hmm.
Wow.
and
Did you know a lot of U.S. history before you came?
yeah, mostly because well, like the World War II and
Uh-huh.
one and the Great Depression was like we spent like almost 6 months just going over that in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys gonna be long gone before the D-Day in August, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when do you leave? Like what?
Well, I think I leave the June 8th. I take the plane.
At least you got more time now. You can get a cheaper flight. Well, June 7th, you're leaving tomorrow. $9 million.
we already have the tickets, so we
Wow.
don't have to buy it again.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, well, so I leave from here the 8th, but there's a 6 hours delay,
Yeah.
so I arrive there the next day.
Ah,
You know, it's
yeah, that is kind of.
yeah, weird. So I leave from here like I'll say at the morning, and I arrive there at the morning.
So you have a stop. You're not flying direct from Cleveland.
Well,
you have to go to Chicago or New York or Boston or something.
we gotta take the I gotta take the plane from Cleveland to New York,
Mhm.
and then from New York to Spain.
Okay. And how about you? Do you have your return ticket also?
Yes.
Same day?
No. Oh, alright, so I'll leave Konya June 1st, and
Oh.
then me and my parents, we're going to New York, and
Oh.
then we're gonna do, after that, like, I think it's like 5 days or 6 days in New York, and after that, we're going to do like a road trip in California, so then we're going to Santa
Wow.
Cruz and pretty much all the coast.
Oh,
San
that's
Diego,
really
so-
neat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we're travelers, like,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Yeah. So you'll fly from Cleveland to New York.
No.
Or your parents coming here?
Or
Yeah.
what?
Oh, that's interesting.
Well,
And then
they're
I
gonna
think
come
we're,
here.
yeah, and then we're
Oh.
renting a car and then going to New York, and
Okay.
then from New York we're going to
Are
California.
you driving across the country or flying?
No, we're driving to New York and flying to California,
Yeah, you don't
but
want-
then just driving in California.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that'll still be great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We're wondering if we could go along.
Yeah, we got. If I were going along, I'd want to drive, but that's okay.
Not across the
Yes,
California.
absolutely. Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a train. A train to
Oh, a
California.
train would be fun.
But except
too.
there's always a murder. When you take a train, there's always a murder.
Or a delay of some kind.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what's
right.
usually happening. Gosh, I had a question and I can't.
Let's go to a
remember what it
break,
was. Oh,
and then we'll
okay.
come back.
Okay.
She never remembers the breaks. I do. We'll be right back. Hey, we're back with our guests. They are exchange students from Conneaut High School, Fernando Luna, and he's from Spain,
Right here.
right here. And we got Pedro Mendez, and he's from Brazil. So, what is the perception of the United States where you guys live? From what I've heard, it's like everybody's got a gun, and is that what is your perception? Everybody's got a gun?
Guns in Walmart, like
Guns in
Guns in
Walmart.
Walmart.
You know, that's pretty accurate.
this is the thing that it's kind of like different for us. Like to own a gun in Brazil is like the hardest thing ever, and like fast food and stuff like that. Even though that we have it, but it's like here it's pretty much like way more.
Yeah.
So
Do you like fast food?
I do.
And that's not a good thing.
So what surprised you the most? What about coming here was totally different from what you thought it was going to be? Like one or two things.
I don't. Alright, so probably I thought snow would be gone by the end of January, and we're already in March.
Oh. Okay.
And
They've told you maybe we've had snow in April and May.
Hopefully not.
Probably not, but you know.
I have.
If it happens,
Yeah.
it happens. Anyway.
and yeah, I
So there are as many guns as you thought, or did you expect everybody to have a holster and a gun, or?
yeah, it's actually it's not that much, and it's not actually like a problem to me. So I don't.
I mean, I really thought it was like, you have the rifle on top of the chimney,
Mm.
but it's not like that. I mean, I don't really care about the weapons,
Uh-huh.
We can use them in Spain,
Hmm.
but
It's just too hot.
well, yeah, but I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, you don't have the weapons, the living room, or maybe if you have them there, you're not showing them most of the time. You just got them because you had to use it or something like that. So I'm not I'm not bad with that, So
What about food? Your food here compared?
Yeah.
well, it's pretty different.
The
Like,
food
Is it better in Spain? More Spanish rice?
what can I say? Like, I mean, I've been eating.
You can be
I
honest.
know, yeah. No, I'm just saying that I've been eating like what my mother prepared for all my life, so I can tell you, like, I like my mother's food, but it's not the Spanish food, It's just my mother's food, so I don't know.
So you're all right. So you don't know if the food you have at home is representative of your country, or
Well, yeah, most of the time, yeah.
yeah.
But
So how's it different though here?
well, we get a lot of fish and fusi
Mhm.
most of the time. Things that here we don't have at all.
Have you had perch?
What?
Have you had perch fish here, like from Lake Erie?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Mike, you gotta.
Mike is
do the-
shaking his head.
Well,
Yeah.
So well, that's pretty much.
you don't eat at McDonald's, do you?
Well,
if
I don't used to.
No.
I mean, I don't. It's
that's a question.
it's weird, but I don't like McDonald's at all.
That's a good
That's
answer.
good.
I mean, sometimes you eat some nuggets and all that, but
Yeah.
that's it. I don't like it at all.
They have McDonald's though, and
Well, yeah, yes we do, but it's I mean, what I think our food culture is different. You used to eat always at home.
mhm.
If your mom makes spaghetti, you gotta eat those spaghetti because
Uh-huh.
your mom did it,
Yeah.
Sometimes at a weekend, or if it's like it's not a normal day or something, you can eat outside at McDonald's or something like that. But it's still like really usual.
But here you eat more out.
No, I still eat it at home,
Okay.
but
Because I've heard from that Americans eat more, grab and go,
Mhm.
go through the drive-through and that sort of thing.
well, I feel like I was pretty lucky though, because I met some people in Flag that they came here too. They're from Spain.
Flag is the agency that brought you here.
So they told me, yeah, we're just eating always in McDonald's, blah blah. I was like, well, I'm pretty lucky because we're always eating at home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pretty good though, the food.
Yeah.
So I can say nothing about that.
Well, we mentioned Flag. Mike, during the break was mentioning that one of the reasons that you guys had learned so late that you had a host
Before you
family
came.
before you came is because they have difficulty anymore finding families. So if somebody's interested in hosting a family, I guess you do maybe a Google search on FLAG or AFS, and I'm sure it's a whole experience. If Mike wasn't so shy, he could talk about how he's had 11 kids, so he must have been having pretty good experience with it all.
So if you found out a week ahead of time, did you worry that you weren't going to have a family at all and that you would end up staying home?
I mean,
You know?
Where the weather's nice.
Yeah, where it's hot. No snow.
I think university at home, because there's always some families that they host some guys back in, some years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and that if they don't find a family for you, they just contact with them and they
Oh.
say, hey, can you just
Mhm.
take them for a
Oh.
while until we find a family for them? And they pretty much say, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Now, when you go back, you still have another year or two of school. Does your school year here in America count
yeah,
back in Spain?
yeah, and I'm
Okay.
pretty happy about that.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only thing, because our high school works different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So next year is like the hardest year at the high school, right? And
Your last year.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's the year before the university, so it's like pretty hard year. What happens? I'm not learning what I'm supposed to learn this year. Well, I don't really care. I mean, next year I'm just gonna start studying what I have to study. That's gonna be it.
And then what do you want to do after that? You're going to the university? You
Well,
say?
when you're done with those, with that year,
Mhm.
you gotta do a test,
Mhm.
right? You get punctuation, and with that punctuation, you can like choose any career you want if you
Mhm.
have enough points.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm thinking is like to join the police,
Mm.
because my father's a policeman, and I don't know, I like those kind of things. Or if I can get in, I like to like in some multimedia stuff, all that,
Oh.
like filming,
Oh,
like that kind of world.
So how about you, Pedro?
yeah.
So yeah, like it was supposed to count, but the only problem is the way that high school works in Brazil is that your grades are not important.
Really?
The
They're
only
not
thing-
important?
I mean, they are, but they're
Wow.
not after all.
It's kind of a more laid back country, is it?
Yeah, it's just all based on the test that you do at the end of your senior year. So it works like 1,000 points, and then just you need to get a good grade on it, and you can get like Fs all years, all
Mm.
your life, and just get
Oh
a
my
good grade
gosh.
in this test, which is not good because
Right.
you see, like, it's just, I don't like it. I like it better the way it's set up here because, and it's just like we don't have as many subjects as in Brazil, because in Brazil we have like 12 mandatory every year,
Wow.
and we don't have any choice. Like, it's just the only thing is you can choose between English or Spanish. That's it. The rest is like mandatory.
How different is Spanish from Portuguese?
It's different. Like, some things sound the same, but it's different.
Because there are like similarities between Spanish and French.
Well, yeah, but I think Portuguese, French, Italian, you can understand some things. 'Cause
If you really try really
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
but it's not like we talk and like I can speak in Portuguese and you will understand what I'm saying.
So if you guys talk, you talk in English.
Yes.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've been in Portugal before, but it's just. I mean,
Still, I cannot understand what people in Portugal say.
I was just going to ask that.
I
You
can't.
cannot?
No.
Huh.
It's like if you're watching an Irish movie, you gotta put the subtitles on. Because they're speaking
There's a-
English, but it isn't the same
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Do you ever see the
Wow.
video of the guys that get into in a elevator in Ireland, and it's a vocal thing. You're supposed to tell them what floor you want, and they can't understand it. Anyway, that's
No. Well, my sister, I think, was in Scotland a couple of years back and couldn't. She said we
Yeah.
just couldn't understand
Scotland's
anything
horrible.
anybody was
Yeah.
saying. The
When I was
accent
in
so-
Scotland, it was literally the same, and I was 12, so
Mhm.
it was even harder, and like I don't know, I wasn't used to the way that they speak
That they
English.
spoke?
Yeah. it's
So
just-
how many years of English did you study before you came here?
I think it was around 6 or 7 years.
And how
so.
many?
Well,
So
Since I've been in middle school, like,
Mhm.
but I start like taking it seriously, like, I don't know, 5 years ago maybe. Because if you just learn, like at the high school, it's not enough to
Mhm.
come here
Mhm.
and start talking with people. If you wanna learn better English, you gotta go to academy or something and
Yeah.
just learn better. But
and did you have to take an English test to qualify to be able to come
I mean,
with
yes.
the program?
I did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did not?
Well,
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I would think, you know.
Well, I think that level is pretty much like, if you know how to say hello, yes, no. You know?
Yeah. It was just.
Because
Yeah. When I was in Europe, it was like they told you how to say "excuse me" in each country so that you could get through a crowd. If you know how to say "pardon" or whatever,
Yeah.
then you were good.
But I mean, I met some people. I can say they don't know English, but let's say that I told a guy how to say "where's the bathroom,"
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because it was like,
Yeah, that was another.
dude, I don't know how to say it. It was like, you're in trouble, I guess. I think he's doing good right now, but
Have you made good friends at the high school, both of you this year?
well, I did it.
Yeah.
I gotta say it was all things like for sports and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Because playing sport, you meet people and
Mhm.
all that.
Right.
So it was from a wrestling team, because you know the wrestling team is like it's more, you're more like confident with all the people and all that. So yeah, I got a couple of friends. I still talk with them and all that.
It's nice though that you can email and
Yeah.
Skype and
Yeah.
FaceTime and all that kind of stuff when you,
Yeah.
you
How
leave.
about you, Pedro?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there friends and you're telling them you've got to come visit me when I go back home? Are you saying that to kids?
We were actually planning this, but like.
Really?
Yeah, and but it's if we're not sure,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll probably be like next year, not
Mhm.
this year, because it's
Mhm.
when.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, but you know, we gotta keep talking, you know, to still being friends.
Mhm.
That's I think the most important thing.
Right.
Then they gotta take the plane to go to Spain in my case. Then you gotta plan all the stuff you're gonna do and all that. So it's pretty difficult, but I would like to do it. And then if it works, just come here again.
Sure. Well, it's definite education.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like maybe you don't understand the language. Maybe you hate the language, but I don't feel that's the most important thing. The most important thing are the experience you get there, like people you meet, the culture, the food, try new things.
Mhm.
That's the most important.
Right.
Do you feel like America is more like Spain than you thought it was going to be when
Or
you
less?
came, or
I gotta say I thought it was way different,
Mm.
but it's better than I thought.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I thought it was more like, you know, because when you think about United States, you think, you know, Washington D.C., New York City, you think, oh, it's like with a lot of people, or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I like Kanye, like mostly because it's like a normal village. Because I live in a village as Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Kanye pretty much. So
is
it's
it the same size, maybe?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
it's more like I'm like how I live all my life. So it's more like the same. So I like it.
What about you, Pedro?
So I live in a city. It's called Salvador, with like 2.5 million people,
Oh my.
Yeah.
and it's totally different.
Totally different.
I
Do you live in an apartment or do you live
Yes.
in an apartment?
I
Okay.
live in the 22nd
Oh
floor,
my. Okay.
and I live like 5 minutes from the beach, and
Oh.
You want to go visit him?
Yeah.
and it's totally different the way that, because in Brazil, teenagers, you're not allowed to drive. You have to be 18. I mean, I guess you're still a teenager with 18, but like,
Right,
still,
okay.
yeah. But you gotta be 18, and so it's pretty much Uber.
Hmm.
That's how I move around, and so this gives me kind of like a freedom in Brazil, because I can pretty much just call an Uber and just go wherever I want. I mean, I tell my parents, they're always okay. So, but that's the biggest difference is in a small city. Sometimes you just really don't have anything to do,
Yeah.
or yeah. So
Yeah, you don't want to go to the beach at this time of year.
Go to the lake.
Yeah.
Do you ever go up to Lake Erie though? Do you? I mean, I know
Yeah,
you're kind of out in the country, but to me, the country. But
I think I've been there like once.
have you been up since it's ice covered? Have you gone up to see it?
No.
Oh, you should go see it. It's pretty.
Go there before you go
Yeah,
back to
yeah,
school.
before you- yeah. So are you going to the prom? Anything like that?
I like to.
Did you go to homecoming?
Yeah, I went.
Okay. Did you go?
I
Pedro?
didn't.
Didn't go. Okay.
But I like to go to prom. The only thing is like I feel people's going to with like girls or boys. I don't know. I'm alone right now, so I don't know what to do. I mean, I can see.
I think we gotta do some matchmaking here in the last couple
it's
minutes.
just that I was complete story. I mean, I could.
He
go
likes
with-
long walks on the frozen Lake Erie.
I mean, I could go with friends, but
Sure.
Yeah.
that's probably what I'm gonna do. But I was thinking about it.
I'm trying to think of what else happens at the end of the year. But you're only a junior. I know the seniors always go to Cedar Point, but you probably can't
Nope.
do that.
Yeah,
Have you
I
been
was-
to Cedar Point?
Not yet.
Okay. Are you gonna try to go
Oh
before?
yes, I love roller coasters.
Okay.
They have a few
Try
there.
to go before. Are you gonna do any other traveling? Like, have you been to Niagara Falls?
Yes.
Yeah. We've
Okay.
been in New York,
New York.
and well, I mean, I will with my parents after.
Yeah,
I
you
think
will.
that's
But
pretty much it.
have you been any other places or planning to go before you leave?
Well, we're planning to go to California for just some days, cause my sister, one came here a couple of years ago, is planning to come here to work for summer.
Mm.
Oh.
So she's going to California. We're just gonna go with her. We're gonna stay there for
That'd be good.
5 days. So
It's warmer.
LA or San Francisco, or where are you going?
I think we're going to LA, but I'm not sure. My parents are the one who decide what to do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So are you like counting down the weeks until you go home, or you're like, there's not enough weeks left to do everything I want to do before I...
I feel that right now you're like, well, I'm not pretty much counting the weeks. Sometimes I just look at the calendar. I say like I don't know, June 2nd. I feel like it was pretty fat.
Mhm.
What I feel is like it's gonna be my last week. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do a lot of things.
Yeah, you
I
got
don't have
so much
time.
to do.
So I feel it's gonna be more like that, but I feel like for me it's right now 50-50. Like I want to stay here, cause I mean a lot of friends.
Mhm.
I'm having a lot of fun, but on the other side, my friends in Spain, my
Right.
my
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, you gotta miss
you
them.
might,
So
miss
it's
them.
50-50. I think I want to go back to Spain, but I want to go back to Konya. Like,
Mhm.
So did you guys
Yeah.
Skype or FaceTime your families a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
do that pretty much at least once a week. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm more like, cause you know the 6 hours delay.
Mm-hmm.
When I come to from practice, at Spain's 12 like p.m.
Mm.
So they're pretty much sleeping because they gotta work. So we don't have pretty much time to do Skype and all that. Sometimes at the weekend, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we do some Skype, but that's pretty much it. Because my mom's like, "Can you please stop doing sport?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but yeah, I mean we do sometimes."
Okay, so I have one more question. What are you going to take home with you? Are you going to go and buy one thing that you want to take back with you before you leave? What one thing, souvenir, do you want to take back with you? Something concrete. You'll have your memories, but
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I really want to buy another OKC jersey. That's the
Oh.
only thing I can think about.
Okay.
It's really hard to buy them over some like NBA jerseys. It's
Hmm.
impossible.
But if you would sell them, make a profit.
Yeah.
$4,000.
Well, I already have what I'm gonna take back.
Mhm.
I mean it's not like something like important, but it's more like for feelings. It's like it's gonna be my football shoes,
Mm.
my
Yeah.
wrestling shoes, and my headgear, and now my racket from tennis.
Oh.
So I'm gonna remember all 3 sports that I did it.
And of all those sports, which was your favorite?
I'm gonna say wrestling.
Wrestling. Now, had you done that before you came? Because I know football was new, but
No, it was new too.
really?
Is it?
Yeah. I guess it hurts. You can think it's awful. You can think, I want to quit right now. But you're just going to think, like, keep going. But, because once you forget, you're tired, you're all that, you're still having fun. Because, and then you're like, I want to finish, I want to quit. But then when season is over, you're like, man,
I miss it.
yeah, I, that's what happened to me. Like, and you get in shape. Cause I lose like at least 25 pounds when playing wrestling. So I lose a lot of weight, again a lot of muscle. You know, you feel better with yourself and all
Sure.
that. So I'm gonna say wrestling.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fernando Luna from Spain and Pedro Mendez from Brazil, home of the ketchup pizza. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.